A dog is dead and a woman's in the hospital following a rollover crash on the I-15 earlier today. Nevada State Police tell Fox 5 the woman lost control, swerved into the side embankment, struck a wall, then veered back onto the freeway where her car rolled over. The female driver was taken to the hospital with moderate injuries. A small dog inside the car was pronounced dead at the scene. The exact cause of the crash is under investigation.